so incredibly optimistic because it is a Monday night. And we are out here saying we will not accept this, we will not take this, we have 29 days and this is worth fighting for. You have people who probably would have never opened their mouths who are saying, I am a survivor and I will make sure this does not happen to another person. I met with a group of people today who said, Social Security is being talked about as an entitlement. I worked my whole life for this federal insurance benefit. This is not an entitlement. I'm not giving up that easy. I hear people talking about health care and access to high quality education and making sure that kids are breathing air that is not killing them. That is not killing them. So when you ask me what that looks like for me, that looks like democracy in action. That looks like people recognizing that that fourth branch of government, which is the people, is more powerful than the executive, the legislative, and the Supreme Court. We hold the power in this country. We cannot get so complacent that we forget that. Every single person in here, there's so much value in your voice. Your voice is necessary. It is a part of the conversation. When I entered this race, people said to me, you'll never do this because no one knows who you are. Well, let me introduce myself. I'm Jahana Hayes, and I'm one And that's what we have to do. Introduce ourselves as the party that cares about people, the party that cares about issues, the party that refuses to run a negative smear slander campaign but gets out to say, what can we do for you to improve the lives of you and your family? We have 29 more days. Do not let anyone steal your democratic joy. Get out there and talk to people, teach people, educate people, help them understand how important they are to the process. Remind them that the only way that we don't win is if we don't vote. That's the only way. You know, we hear a lot of talk about a blue wave. This isn't coming by itself. We are that blue wave. We are the change we've been waiting for. We are the voices we want to hear. We are the people that we want to see represent us. We are Connecticut's 5th District. We are Danbury Democrats. We need our voices heard. We need representatives and leaders and legislators who will take our truth to the State House and to the Capitol building and make sure that we are not left behind. I know it's going to happen. I don't know if people are meeting me for the first time or if you've heard about me or followed my story, but I'll tell you, I know what happens when government works. Let me say that again. I know what happens when government works. I am what happens when government works. Let's make sure that we are preserving and providing those opportunities for kids moving forward, for families, for people who live in this state. Let's make sure we are protecting the institutions that protect people. Government is about people. Government is about us, and that is worth fighting for. We've heard people say, you know, this is the most important election ever. And we are fighting for the morals and the soul of this country. But not in a defeated, fearful way. In an optimistic, positive, forward-thinking, visionary, creative way that says, we have two choices in this election. Every single one of us has an opponent. You ask yourself, what kind of Danbury do I want to live in? What kind of Connecticut do I want to live in? What kind of district do I want to live in? What kind of America do I want to live in? One where just my family is okay, or one where my neighbors are also okay? Yeah. I choose the latter. Thank you so much for having me. 29 days, to vote, bring 5 people, register people, tell people where the voting location is. I say to people when they come into my head, supporters, tell me what your gift is, and I'll figure out a way for you to help on this campaign. Find people's gifts and figure out a way for them to use it to elect the people in this room. Thank you so much.